We ain't gonna be here long.
Oh, shit. That was just different.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, she ain't been longer than that.
The time is like. So we just headphone up. I only a certain amount of headphones.
So Jaden, you don't have a headphone on, Mike. Sorry.
Jaden, want to use one, Jaden? You can let Jaden use this one.
You don't want to hear?
No, he can hear.
I'm good. I really don't like to talk on this. I'm let them.
You don't have the mic. It's just earphones to hear.
Oh.
It's that you could hear the conversation.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for that, Jaden. Sorry for that.
I mean, like Saunders, I can't get over this, bro. Saunders, you see that?
What's that?
He's just so gorgeous.
Alright. Send everybody up.
Yeah. Everyone can hear?
Yes.
Yes.
You're live.
Hello? Yep.
Hold on.
I can't hear.
You can't hear?
I can hear.
I can hear myself.
I can hear me too.
I don't know if that's gonna mess me up.
I know they could hear you on the radio.
So, you good?
Alright. You can hear?
I don't think so.
Shut up. No problem. No problem.
You hear me now?
No.
You got me at all?
No, you don't. You don't. You're on here.
Oh. Welcome everybody to another
That's not true,
exciting, another exciting edition of Let's Talk Bahamas. And who we have here today is Mr. Clifton Bowe, Mr. Jaden Lockhart, and the judges of the Bullies in Paradise, the ABR judges. I didn't get your name, but y'all can introduce yourselves.
My name is Angela Knox, and I'm the Director of Operations for the registry,
Right.
American Bully Registry.
My name is Mario Mutherland, and I'm the Director of Judges for the ABR, American Bully Registry.
Once again, welcome to Let's Talk Bahamas, and welcome to the Bahamas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is your first time here, or
No, not first time.
not the first time? Okay.
First time here in this capacity.
Oh, okay, good. So, before we get started, tell us about the ABR. I mean, a lot of us are really familiar with the ABKC. Okay, that's a familiar registry over here. At least I was more familiar with that instead of the ABR. I just recently found out about it and they were doing it, so I went online and looked it up.
Right.
So I had to say, like, know about it. I know a lot about the ABKC other than the ABR, so can you help me with that?
Well, all of us, we're all breeders.
Right.
Also, we go back to where our dogs were registered UKC. And, you know, we come from where our dogs were starting to get kicked out of the registry, and then we went with ABKC. So
Right.
we were kind of like right along with you guys, the
All
same
right.
thing.
Okay.
And then ABKC, they started a lot of rules, and they stopped, you know, our dogs started to change. They
Right.
started to become exotic. And then they started kicking us out, kicking the
Okay.
exotics out. So that's where ABR, American Bully Registry, was founded. Albert Murillo, he's here right now. He's the
Okay.
owner of ABR, exotic breeder.
Okay.
And so we wanted to make a home for the exotics,
Right.
as well as protect the integrity and the breed of the American Bully.
Right.
Because they're separate.
Mhm.
They're different. Our dogs are changing.
Right.
And so we're a registry that's for the breeders, and let breeders be breeders and just keep up with the change that they're becoming.
Okay, so basically dogs are evolving.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And so y'all just decided to form the ABR to accommodate that evolution.
Yes.
Okay, so.
But keep what we had originally too.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a big part of it
Yes.
also. How long has the ABR been associated? Oh,
We were established at the end of 2014.
2014, okay, pretty young registry.
Mhm.
Another question is, what y'all, how y'all got involved with Mr. Bowe and Mr. Lockhart? How that
They might want to
relationship-
tell that story.
How that relationship started?
Jaden, reach out to
Well,
me.
after consulting, Alright. So after consulting my partner, originally we wanted to have an ABKC dog show, and after doing some investigations and some research, we realized that now the ABKC don't allow first generations.
Okay,
So the problem here in the Bahamas we have is unpapered dogs,
right,
no proper lineage,
right,
and merles,
right,
exotics, American bullies.
agreed,
So after speaking with Jaden and we came to the decision, we went and we researched more.
Right.
Here it is, he had Angela on his Facebook for some time, so we gave her a shout.
mm-hmm,
So after hearing the ABR offers, I was like, Jaden, like this is it. This is our one-stop shop, because here it is now. We need a registry that we can call home
Mhm.
that can provide first generation, actual certified stamp pedigrees
Mhm.
and lineage to be able to encourage fellow breeders to continue to register their dogs for what they are. If you're breeding exotics, this is a home for you. Breeding American bullies is a home for you. Frenchies, bulldogs, king corsos. So, and merles. Merles are here to stay.
Right.
You know, the last time I went on the talk show about 2 months ago, I said that merles are here to stay whether we like it or not. It's a part of who we are right now.
Right.
Whether we like to see it or not, they're gonna always be at a dog show.
right,
You know, so the ABR came about after we realized that the ABKC can no longer assist us right now.
Right.
And we have to go with the new, and we have to go with what's making sense and what benefits us and them at the same time. You understand?
right.
So that's the main thing right now. Jaden would like to say something about what I just said, or you agree? Hold on.
Just lean forward.
Yeah, like Cliff mentioned, the ABR is helping out with everyone because, you know, the ABKC doesn't recognize the exotic breeders, and there's a lot of people now at the Bahamas switching over to breeding exotics.
Right.
And I feel that, hey, everyone should have a fair chance to show up their specimen that they produce, and, you know, still have their pockets, standard, XL, all the breeds, so everyone's recognized, everyone's gonna see him, ring, all that. I feel like it's a good thing, and like I say, with the ABKC, they're not really looking out for us anymore, and I think ABR is the right choice, and we're gonna be, ABR is gonna be ours forever.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So if we could, I could honestly, we could actually say that Police in Paradise, the ABR team, they'll be partnering in the near future. That's something
Yes.
would
If I might
would
say,
grow.
if I could say one more point, Corey, regarding the biggest bully show that we ever had in the Bahamas yesterday, as we
Right.
still count statistics, it was a major turnout, over 400 people, over 200 dogs. The main thing was this: if it was an ABKC show
Mm-hmm.
that came yesterday, 80 to 90% of those dogs would not be able to go in the ring. That's not beneficial in the Bahamas.
No.
So all of those dogs were registered yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That is a big effect. You understand what I'm saying? That is a big bounce. That is a big help for us.
Mhm.
Okay, that is 80 new dogs that now have that exposure, that now have a registry to call home,
Right.
and moving forward will be now registered, papered, and then they can continue their lineage from there. Because see, the best thing about breeding dogs, and I always tell everyone this, it's never too late to start. It's never too late to do better, and it's never ever too late to say, you know what, this registry is for me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
I
saying?
agree with that. I
Yes.
agree with that 100%. But it was good. I was to the show. I enjoyed myself. I was like, nice dogs there. And as Cliff said, I was to the ABKC show they had last time, and the dogs that I saw, they had dogs out there, but nothing to the size of what we saw yesterday. So I could honestly say, but I loved what I saw there yesterday. You know, I actually wanted to talk to you all yesterday, but things is going so fast.
Yeah,
I was
we're
like,
busy.
I'll catch up with y'all. And so I appreciate y'all coming on the show again.
Thank
You know,
you.
and Mr. Cliff is Mr. Last Dog Bahamas, so he stays here on the show.
Okay.
A lot of our listeners and people viewing on Facebook were asking questions like, how do you all go about picking the winner, or how I would say the best in
scan.
show, or hey, he's the best out of that category. How does that happen?
Well, we have all different classes, as
Right.
you can see, that you know your dogs can qualify.
Right.
And of course, you have to win your respective class
Mhm.
in order to even be able to be considered for best in show.
Right.
So by the time we get to best in show, of course, all the dogs have already walked. I've checked their bites,
Mhm.
their top lines,
Mhm.
their hip movement,
Right.
you know, how they walk on a leash. Because a lot of times you can have a bad dog,
Mhm.
but if you don't work with your dog, it doesn't show in the show ring.
Right.
If you have to pull your dog, that's not your dog walking.
Right.
You're a dog owner. At the end of the day, you own the dog doesn't own you. So if the dog is walking you around the ring, that's showing me that you don't work with your dog.
Right.
If your dog's teeth are brown, you don't even brush your dog's teeth.
Right.
So I'm looking at, and of course with our breed exotics, there may be some slight underbites. You're not gonna find a scissor bite on every dog.
Right.
That's why they're exotic.
Mhm.
Tails, I mean, that's a bonus if you care about tails, but that's not gonna disqualify your dog either.
Okay.
So by the time we get to best in show, that is the best from every category that we have.
Okay. Okay.
And so that when it comes to that you're taking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dogs
Right.
that won their respective class individually,
Right.
and now you coming for the Super Bowl of the dog show for best in show.
Mhm.
And so when it comes to that, since I've already checked everything throughout the dog,
Right.
just like I told everybody yesterday, y'all gotta make your dogs work.
Yeah.
It was hot. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't real humid.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to have them do too much because I don't want to see anybody's dog pass out or anything.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I want to see a front stack.
Mhm.
I want to see a side stack.
Mhm.
I want your dog to walk to me so I can see them facing them, and I want them to walk away from me because I want to see their hip movement.
Right.
You know, some of these dogs can have hip dysplasia. You know, and even with that, there's certain things you can do to work with that. From breeding to exercise to food to diet, it's a lot of different things that that's what people have to be educated about the breed.
Yes, yes.
People think that, oh, if I just keep feeding my dog this, my dog will be fat, he gonna be bullied, he gonna be this, she gonna be that. That's the miseducation, and that's why we wanna bring that back to the community.
Okay.
So as far as with yesterday, some dogs just have their day. It's like I was talking to Clifton earlier, like when Michael Jordan played basketball, he considered the best ever. But every day wasn't his best.
No.
So the same thing with a dog. Your dog may have won 4 or 5 different ABR shows and came to the show yesterday and he or she wouldn't walk. He or she didn't have a good temperament.
An off day.
So there's no way you can be considered best in show
Right.
when you're dealing with a class.
Right.
So in order to win the big kit and caboodle, so to speak, you gotta come with your A game. Your eyes gotta be dotted, your teeth gotta be crossed,
Right.
your dog gotta work. I wanna see the presence. And when all of that's said and done, then that's when you're awarded best in show.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, sir.
You really broke it down. Thanks a lot.
You're more than welcome.
You said people have to be educated.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's over here. We really have to be educated over here also.
Yes, sir.
And how are we? Y'all take steps like to educate breeders over here? I mean, you have the show,
Yes, sir.
but I mean, is there a way for breeders over here to get in contact with you guys to say, well, hey, or talk? Because I assume y'all have one some of the top dogs in the States.
Oh, yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna ask you what the dog like it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So if you want to get on that level, from what you seeing over here yesterday, would you say the majority of the dogs in the Bahamas are on the right track, or we have plenty work to do?
Yeah, I mean, you all are heading in the right direction,
Right.
definitely. And one thing we want to do, and like yesterday, a perfect example, the hybrid class. The hybrid class, and Angela can go even deeper, you know, after I finish. The hybrid class was made so breeders can be breeders. There's no need to just have a dog that was with another registry, breed them two together and say that, oh, this is 100% this and this is 100% that. We created a registry, we created a class so you don't have to tell an untruth. You don't have to lie.
You become
That's
full.
what the class is for. And you can still have that dog's correct lineage to show you where this dog derived from.
Okay.
So just, and everybody wants to bash us for that, but yet, if you think about it, let's just take it back a little bit. You think back to the Mastiff, the original Mastiff. That was a big 200-pound dog that was sloppy, kind of clumsy. They wanted to create the Bull Mastiff. So they took the regular English Mastiff and bred it to an English Bulldog. That's how you got the Bull Mastiff.
Yes.
So
Wow.
you go
Yes.
from 200 pounds to about 150 pounds. Then you had breeders saying, well, you know what? I still wanted something to be a little bit more agile. So they took the Bull Mastiff and they bred that to an American Pit Bull Terrier, and that's when they came with the Dog de Bordeaux out of France. If you ever seen the movie Turner and Hooch,
Right.
that's a Dog de
French
Bordeaux.
Mastiff.
Yeah, so that's about 125 pounds.
Right.
So all of these dogs, they can create these dogs, create these breeds, and it's fine.
Yes.
But we find something that we like, we find something that we love, and now it's a problem.
Right.
But if
right.
you get a golden doodle, or a Labradoodle,
A Labradoodle.
or a
Shad-
cockapoo,
shadoodle,
or a
shadoodle.
peekapoo,
I
it's
swear.
not a problem.
It's cute.
Yeah,
The hybrid bull in our registry is for openly mixing, period. That's what it's for.
Okay.
It's a breeder's recognition class.
Okay.
It's, you can mix whatever you want and make the perfect dog, make it what you want. but you're not gonna say it's an American Bully anymore when you start mixing.
Right.
So hybrid isn't just for Merles, it's just Merles is the undeniable trait of a mix, you can't lie about it, that's why they go there.
Right.
So, but overall, hybrid bull is for mixing. And then you can eventually get out of it if you breed towards a certain breed.
Okay.
So you can get what you want, grab what you want, and then keep breeding towards a certain breed and get out of hybrid bull and go back to whatever breed you're breeding towards, if it's back to bully. After 3 generations, you can go back to bully.
Right. That is awesome. I didn't even know that. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
No,
But
I work with so many people with our hybrid program. We have, it's getting bigger and bigger by the day, and I do a lot of interviews explaining the hybrid bully, because a lot of people don't understand it and why it's there and what does it mean. And even on our pedigrees, you'll see the blend of breeds in the lineage.
right.
If I may say something, after speaking with the judges and getting a better understanding of it, just to simplify it even more, we can use examples that we have here in the Bahamas. So let's just use certain red lions, dogs with these big features.
Right.
And when they're bred in Nassau to another red lion dog,
Something wrong.
it don't look the same. The ABR is here to provide transparency. So they're saying that if you breed a bull mastiff to a pit bull, you can still register your litter.
Yes.
They're not hiding the fact that you added a bull mastiff.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Because
And we're
it's
all breed registry.
exactly, it's predominant that they're adding something, but they're not saying to us, but yet we have these papers.
Right.
Something is not, because you can see it in the productions.
You're missing a
When
step.
when you don't have a category for the people to choose to do that, then they just lie. And then you just have fake pedigrees. So if we let them do it,
yeah.
then we can get the real stuff on
And you
paper.
regulate it more.
Yes.
Yeah. Are y'all the only organization that does that?
I think so.
Because this is.
I haven't heard of another registry doing it.
You know what I mean?
And I've talked to registries where they were talking really bad about us when we first started it, and now 5 years forward, they go, I get it now.
Yeah.
I completely get it, and I wish we would have
Done
been
it
in
earlier.
line with that. Yes.
Because I mean, if you really look at it, like how you said, the French Mastiff, where it came from originally is the original English Bull Mastiff. But the steps they took to get there, it's still a pedigree dog today. So,
Yes.
I mean, all our pure breed dogs came from putting this and this together. And that to make that.
Yes.
So why is it so
Because we're
frowned upon now in the
Because
community?
we're
Why?
more like urban community, I think, with the bullies and stuff. I think that's what, I mean,
That's what a lot of it comes from.
yeah,
The
and,
thing is, we still new.
and new.
Yeah, this is
Still
so
new.
breed.
Yeah.
The breeders were less than 25 years old.
30,
30.
little over 30.
The AKC still considers us mutts.
Yes, they
The
do.
AKC, the mother registry, still
Yes.
considers the American Bully mutts.
Yep.
So, that's why we have so much different looks.
Mm.
But to find a registry that can provide, transparency as to what it took to make this dog, that's amazing, because not young breeders coming up, what if they want to try something the same way? They can go research pedigree to see what it takes to make a outstanding Merle American Bully, I mean, a Merle, a hybrid bully. So
Right.
it's the same thing. And then the thing is, they're allowing it to have its own separate class
Yes.
while not interfering with the actual American
American
Bully
Bully,
breed. By
exactly.
maintaining the same integrity, you can't beat that with a
No,
stick.
you can't. And it
So
allows
true.
for so much growth. I mean, you
Exactly.
could actually improve on your dogs.
Yes.
Exactly.
I
You
get
said-
excited talking about the program we have.
I get excited right now because I
Yeah.
shivered. I don't know what to
Yeah.
say, but I was like, but Cliff and Jaden, y'all did a great job hooking up with these guys. I didn't know all of this because when y'all was saying, but hybrid, I think Cliff was trying to explain it to me. I was like, Merles? I was never a Merle fan. Like, I was like, yo, it's just color. That's it. You know what I mean? And not even color, it's just a pattern.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like,
Yeah.
most of the dogs I saw with the pattern, I was like, bro, all your dog bringing is a pattern to the table. I mean, what happened to the head? What happened to the chest? What happened to the
Well,
body?
people do forget about structure.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah.
They came with a motive, Corey.
Yes.
As we had lunch today, and I spoke to them, I think Jaden went to the restroom, and we spoke to them. You know what Angela them said? They said that, and Mario confirmed it when we was driving. Yeah, he said, Cliff, he said, we didn't want to send a representative. It's their first time in the Bahamas.
Right.
He said, I want to bring the big fishes, meaning the big board, so they can answer all of our concerns rather than someone having a middleman.
Right, we appreciate
So
that. That's
the
appreciated.
owners here, the
Yes.
leading representative and the head judge,
Right.
these are the persons to ask, you know what I mean? So just the fact that they took time of their busy schedule being the top administration team
Right.
to come to 21/7 Nassau Bahamas first show.
Right.
Come on, like you can't beat that, bro.
No,
You know
that's
that?
appreciated.
They
And-
bought us lunch and all. So if they're down to earth and genuine, you know, because everyone see it as maybe it's a way to get a bounce or for exposure. But the thing is, you can't get nowhere without networking. That one breeding is what changed people's lives.
Yes.
That one registry was what changed our lives. You understand what I'm saying? So everyone needs someone at some point.
And also, too, I want to touch a point on this, because we're breeders, we were there where, you know, we're breeding and we get afraid of a registry denying paperwork.
Yeah.
And that uncertainty feeling and all your work can be thrown away because they start denying you. We want to be a registry that you don't have to be afraid.
Right.
Even if you get denied in this category, you could fit into a different category. You know, so that's important too, because I remember way back in the days, and I know you can concur with this, getting a UKC letter, it's like it's from the government letter, like you're nervous to even open it. I remember like, I don't even want to read it, what does it say, what do you want? Because then they take your paperwork from you, that's all your hard work, all your documentation of your stuff gone. And so it's just stressful, and we don't wanna stress out the breeders.
The funny thing is, the Merles are getting now the backlash that the Tri dogs got.
Yeah, I was-
remember back in the day
No,
when
you
the
told me
Tri,
that. I actually
remember back in the day when the Tris came around, they said that was Roddy Mix.
Yeah, yeah.
And all of the game pits guys were saying, bro, pit bulls don't come blue.
And that was
Pit
just a
bulls
couple
don't
years
come
ago.
Tri.
That was just I was going to ask y'all about that. I say so.
I swear.
I remember at one point, if you had a try dog, you was looked at like that's like I mean basically what I was doing to the Merle now.
Yes.
Like a new norm.
See,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
need to stop when things change and evolve. It's the mixing. We don't know where, because it was always lied about.
Right,
Exactly.
right. But you could see it.
Yeah, you
But
can
the
see-
paperwork saying something else.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Even
So
with Great Danes are Merle. You gotta
yeah,
know Great
yeah, they're
Danes.
Merles also. You see?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. So my question also is, do you all like say, like over here we have pot cakes. We call pot cakes
That's
like
mutts.
mutts.
Okay.
I would like to know, like, if I bring a pot cake, I'd be able to register some lady
So we have single
Cliff.
registration.
a single registration.
We have single registration where it does not come with any bloodline. You start from scratch with that dog.
Okay.
So you can't say who the parents are. You can say like what breed does it like mostly look like
Okay. Yeah.
to start off with.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
No,
I mean that's just the way you would do it, but it would be starting from scratch with that dog.
okay, but when you started from scratch, what would you breed it as? Like, what would you call that? Like, you would say like if you come like
Still, you could call it a hybrid
It's still
bully.
a hybrid.
You could call it
No.
a hybrid or what?
But
They're talking about the
what
breed.
breed though? What
What
breed?
breed?
are you talking
Okay,
about?
well, pot cake over here is a lot.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so that's a pot cake is like a mixture of like 5 different dogs. It could be
Or even
basically-
more.
Or even more. Okay.
It's like the dogs are in the road.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
breed
like
it.
just like a regular.
Like a regular-
Yeah.
But
I mean,
but
it-
y'all, I think y'all call them like a mutt. That's
Yeah,
what-
we call them mutts.
Yeah, we call them mutts. But you got some. I know a couple of individuals who actually breed these mutts.
Okay, and
And
what
they're
do they
nice.
call them?
But what would you call them? That's what I'm asking you, because they look like a regular dog. They don't have no features
Do
of
we,
a
do
German
we,
Shepherd.
I mean,
Cliff, you understand
do
what I'm
you
saying?
enter as a new breed?
If I-
Would you call it a hybrid American? You wouldn't call it a hybrid American.
I-
It is a
Would-
bull because there's not any bull in
That,
it.
that
Yeah.
still sounds, I think we should clarify now before the listeners thinks otherwise. So let's talk about a pot cake. Yes. So let's just say we have a Belgian Shepherd, a Pit Bull, an English Bulldog all in one, right?
Mhm, yeah.
Cool. So dogs have different eggs. Dogs take on certain traits.
Right.
You can have a mongrel mutt,
Mhm.
and he looks predominantly like a different breed.
Mhm.
You understand? Let's just say there's 3 studs in the road,
Right.
and one looks like a Doberman, one looks like a golden doodle,
Mhm.
X, Y, and Z. If you do a first generation, they would say that it's predominantly that, but that will require DNA testing.
Okay.
That's kind of different compared to having what we have here in the Bahamas, English bulldogs with pits,
Right.
stuff like that. So Angela's saying now with the first generation that if you have a pit and an English bulldog mix, you can allow to enter the hybrid class first generation and continue your line from there, because you can be honest and say, okay, the mother is an English bulldog, the father is a pit, this is the offspring now, first generation ABR. I'm gonna breed this one now to more of a pit bulldog and move and continue my line from there. At least you know it'll have a quarter English, 50% pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Because every breed takes on a certain percentage every time.
Yes.
You
No,
take.
see, that was a question that my partner
Yes.
just told me. He was like, what, I was
That's
like,
exactly what you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
understood me exactly.
Yes,
Thank you for
ma'am.
clarifying
You
that.
bet.
So they'll actually have to do a DNA test, or
They can.
They
We've taken DNA tests so because the people don't know what breed their dog is, or predominantly, so they have done a DNA test and then do single registration with that breed. They ask us, I get calls where, if my dog does DNA, can I register, the dog with the parents? I said, well, DNA doesn't tell you who the parents are.
Yeah.
They just tell you what
What
breed
age
it
dog.
is.
Hey Corey, I think we should simplify single registration for those who do not know.
okay.
So a single registered dog is a dog that has no papers.
No,
Yes.
A dog that mother and father was not registered,
Yes.
the litter was not registered, so which means now the registry is taking a risk by taking your word to say that this is the dog parent.
Right.
So to safeguard themselves, they give you a clean slate. That's that dog right there.
Exactly.
And moving forward, you should register the female for that same first generation dog,
Right.
and then the offspring, they can now give an account for the mother and the father, and they can say,
Correct.
okay, the mother and the father, yes, they are
You
ABR
start building
registered.
the bloodline.
Okay, so they're not saying that your word is true. They're saying that the dog that you brought forward now can develop a home and have a lineage moving forward
Right.
for the upcoming productions, because a breeding is an ongoing thing.
Right.
Exactly. I'm
Okay.
glad that you understand that
Yeah, I mean,
so well.
I understand. I'm just trying to answer.
No, I know you do.
Yeah.
No, but he's saying it so well, so thank you.
Yeah. As I said, he's Mr. Let's Talk Dog Bahamas.
Yes,
He knows
yes,
how to do
yes,
it.
Yeah, I'm about to take
so-
him back to the
I'm
state
telling
with
you.
us.
I know, right?
It's a-
Yeah.
I said, I'm about to take Cliff back to the States with me.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. As soon as we finish with him, as soon as we finish with him,
Yeah.
we send him over. You know. So you said you're a breeder also.
Yes, I
What
am.
do you actually breed?
I have hybrids
Hybrids.
Mhm.
Also.
and exotics.
Oh, okay.
I have hybrid and exotics as well.
I also got American bullies and French bulldogs, English bulldogs also.
Okay. So now you don't know that question. I mean, answer those questions.
Oh, sorry, Corey. I am saying a lot because I was hearing the concerns in the WhatsApp group. I remember it offhand, everyone. So one of the main, and Angela explained it today, regarding the best in show once more. For those who was curious as to what is the best in show, Angela advised me, and she will explain right after I'm finished, that the best in show does not mean to get points in the ABR. It's roughly a sophisticated fun show. Okay? It's basically the top of the dogs that win their class
Right.
going against each other. So the ABR has King Corsos, French bulldogs, English bulldogs. All I'm gonna go against for the top of for that one trophy.
Right.
That does not mean that X, Y, and Z isn't the best dog. It means that that dog was the best in the show,
Right.
and he has to now go against all competitors. But Angela did stress that when you win your category, that's when you get ABR points.
Yes.
The best in show has nothing to do with
Nothing.
points. It's not a point system at all.
Okay. Another question is points. Explain that, if you could. Too.
So you need 250 points with ABR, and the max points you can win at one show, we only have one show, we will never have 2 shows or 4 shows, is 50 points. And that's if you had competition in each round, all the way up to the top. So all the best of breeds at the show in Bahamas won their max points. They are the winner of that breed
Okay.
in our registry.
Alright.
And then all those winners, XL, American Pit Bull Terrier, American Bully, Hybrid, those were winners. They all competed against each other
right.
for that fun show prize. That is not so fun, it's just bragging rights.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
It's
understand
just
that.
only
No.
bragging rights, and so people were asking, like.
See, yes, Angela. See, they was under the impression that the best in show means that this dog was the best
Better than-
representation
Of
of
that
the
breed.
American
Right.
bully
Yeah.
breed,
Yeah,
but
no.
they're not giving account that the ABR holds exotics, this American bullies, hybrids, and they picked the top dog to go against each other. So when they saw that the Batman, congratulations, Steeple Baja Exotics, once again, you did a good job, bro. When they see that this dog has a tail, he's an exotic. We know that he has that because we accept that in exotic standard.
Right.
When they see he win, the judges wasn't looking for the best dog structure. No, he was looking for the best dog that won their class, that performed the best overall in the show. It's just fun.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything, but I was pulling for Batman.
I was pulling for Draco. I was pulling for Draco.
I
was pulling for Draco.
Batman is I'm in a group called the All Dog Kennel Club, and Batman is in that. So we have the support of the All Dog Kennel Club. Okay, so we was
And
pulling.
see, we've never seen these dogs before. We never do.
Well,
Yeah, so it was nice
Trust me,
to
Jared
judge
answered
them,
the question.
and then to hear the afterwards that, you
Yeah,
know.
because I was like, I hear people, but you know, with everything, it's going to be little
Oh, yeah,
confrontation or
everybody is
whatever.
mad.
That's just how the world works.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can't please everybody all the
No,
time. You just got to
no.
be fair to yourself and know that what you did was correct. I don't have a problem with Batman winning. So for those who do, next time.
But Batman wasn't just the winner. We
No.
had the other winners.
Yeah,
but
there were other winners, but I mean, I was happy about that
But-
because I was talking to him from 10 so reaching out. I was like, Batman, you gotta be quiet over there. Is it anything? Because he was very. I had my dogs there, and he was like looking in the cage and barking at them. I was like, Batman, come on. Small dog, big heart, a lot of courage.
Okay.
Okay, that's him all over.
It feels like it feels like the wishes are finally answered. I've been in the dog world from I was a kid, and I've always heard senior dog men spoke about, hey, let's do a registry. Hey, let's ask this registry to home our dogs. And I watched them got denied. I watched papers got rejected. And we finally found a home that is now registering. See, the people don't understand how important it is now that we have a registry. Like, I'm not even sure this is history in the Bahamas, Corey.
Right.
Because from my knowledge, I don't ever remember a bully or pit bull registry here in the Bahamas.
Never,
Because
not as I know of.
no, because the BKC accepts them and they put them as armed staff.
Right.
You know, and if we was to do that, that's once again paper hanging. That's not being transparent. If you know for sure your dog is an American bully, but you get a suffer to put him as an armed staff just because you want a home registry, but now you have a registry that is allowing you to accept your dogs. Listen, Corey, over 400 people, over 200 dogs, 100 kids, everyone running around. We know the stigma that we have here in the Bahamas.
We do.
I'm always on the news in reference to dog bites and stuff, and I'm being asked these questions. Now when I go back to them, I can present them with facts. We have a registry now.
Right.
We had the biggest, most safest show,
Turnout.
and there was
No incidents.
no incidents, like no casualties, no dog attacks, no dog bite, no child being scared, nothing. It was a complete amazing turnout. This right now, after about 2 or 3 more shows, I'm ready to write a proposal to the government. Because I have stats to back it up.
Right.
I have a registry right to provide the bloodlines of these dogs. That does not mean every dog that bites someone on the streets, that means it was a pit bull. Because now we have a registry that we can back up and say, this dog isn't even, you understand? Because now we have a registry to defend these dogs.
You can track.
We can put the mutts in their place.
Right.
And now, see, because I love the pit bulls, I love the bullies, I love dogs.
Right.
You understand, Corey? So it's time now that we stop just pinning these things on every breed and then suffering, because we be suffering, bro. It's been years since we had unregistered litters. It's been years. That's the norm. You know, and now that everyone now is getting some knowledge now, and they're buying one ABKC paper dog, that does not mean nothing if they're still breeding the ABKC paper dog to a non-papered female. It's the same reoccurrence, because now we're selling dogs to people who don't have the knowledge, because a senior breeder will buy a dog with papers. So that means if you buy a dog without papers, it means you're a newbie. And it means when you breed your dog, you're going to create more dogs. And then we didn't have a registry, and that's why us, like 40 years later, we just found it out. And like, I feel so good, because like, this is a goal that I always have. And then I met Jaden, who have the same goal, and now we're the youngest, with the biggest show, and it's not being cocky, you know. It's not even too much confidence. It's just finally feeling that I'm relieved now to finally have answers regarding that, because everyone be like, you too young, or you do. Everyone feels that because you're young, that means you can't make an impact. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm so happy now, because now we can say this is the first registry that we're going to be having in the Bahamas that can now register all of these dogs.
Right.
That right there is priceless.
Yes, sir.
I don't price. I told Jaden, if we didn't even cut even from the profit that we put, I was in my brokest days, bro. Like this down to earth talk. I said, Jaden, we have to do this, bro. Like I was down to $3. But to now to see it happen, and it happened on the level it is, listen, y'all, Angela and you guys are foreigners. Y'all didn't see the quality and the caliber of people that were there. We had people from all angles. I'm talking about from law enforcement. I'm talking about from the high-end people in Life Key. So much people was there, and I got so much messages, and they were willing to support us. That's why when I talked about having the registry, a branch over here, boss, and I'm willing to do it, I'm ready to do that because we've never had it before. So this right here will put us on the map. Because this right here is now an international registry that's now internationally recognized, and they're recognized in the Bahamas. We can now do some generations, some meaningful generations now. So in the next few years, we can actually look into exporting now. Because the ABR ain't going nowhere, and they definitely ain't getting smaller. And then they're realizing now that every registry has some controversy behind it.
Right.
So if you could find one where you could be honest and transparent, my God, you better jump on it now.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm so sorry for taking. I just had to
No,
get it off my
okay.
chest.
We
I
love
love
Listen,
it.
Y'all
y'all
see
don't
what y'all did,
understand.
right? Y'all see what y'all did. So
Yeah.
let's see if you get that branch open up over here. You know what I mean? You see the passion this young man
I
has.
swear.
You know, and he's just a drop in the bucket. There's a lot of us like
I
that
swear.
who wants the same things and don't really know how to go about it. But trust me, it'll be worth it. You know what I mean?
And you know
It'll be
what?
worth it.
Me as the owner of the registry, I highly appreciate Cliff, Jaden for having us here. And you guys got our 100% support.
Yep.
Whatever you guys need, we are here for you guys.
Thank you so much.
To help all you guys. Whatever you guys have any problems, pick up the phone. You can call her, him, whatever. We're here for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Surely appreciate that.
You just heard it.
Yeah.
You just heard it from the
Sure
owner.
you appreciate that.
And another thing I do want to piggyback on as far as when the judging, and this is for the Bahamas, for the U.S., and for everywhere.
Right.
One of the biggest misinterpretations I think a lot of people have, yo, big dog, if they don't know my name.
Mhm.
My dog was the only one in this class. Why you gave me a second place ribbon? Just because your dog is the only one in that particular category,
Right.
he or she still has to perform to the judge's liking.
Right.
If he or she doesn't walk, or you pulling them and they throw up, or they poop in the ring, or if they just sit down in the ring, you're the only dog, it's true.
Mhm.
However, you did not give first place criteria, performance in the ring.
That's
So that's why
understandable.
you got a second place.
That's understandable.
But I have a lot of people that have come to me, well, yo, man, I was the only dog, so why didn't I get this? And a lot of people just aren't educated when it comes to that. So I just want to touch bases on that, like for everyone that does an ABR sanctioned show.
Okay.
We want the best of the best in that ring, regardless if it's one dog or if it's 10 dogs.
Okay.
Your dog has to perform.
Now, okay, please excuse me, producer there. He passes me the,
Yeah,
as he
that's
gets the
We
text, etc.
understand.
Okay, I have a text who said, what is the ABR? We covered, they probably came in late. And how does it work? How does it work with papers? How do papers work?
So we have a website.
Mhm.
You can register dogs. We have different applications. Our first application is standard
Mhm.
application.
Right.
And the standard application is for people that are coming from a different registry.
Okay,
So if they have UKC or AKC,
right.
they can take pictures of that paperwork, and while they're doing the application, they can upload it within the application.
Okay.
And then they, you know, you go through the shopping cart, just like if you were to buy a pair of shoes or shirt online.
Mhm.
And then we have single registration, that's for people just starting from scratch with that
Right.
dog. There's no bloodline attached. Then we have a litter application. We have an application when they pay for registering at a show.
Right.
They can upload their pedigrees on our website.
Okay.
We have lost paperwork.
Employee.
Yeah,
If you want to join the ABR team.
yep, if you wanna join the ABR team, we have, you know, applications there.
Okay.
So there's just visit the website. It's American Bully Registry, ABR.com.
Because I had a friend, a very close friend of mine. He's what, probably like late 50s, early 60s, somewhere around there. And his idea of a paper dog is, I say, your dog got papers? He said, yeah. He went inside and got a folder, a vanilla folder. And when he opened it, every time we took his dog to the vet, it shows the receipts. You gotta get more paper than that.
Oh, just the vet papers.
Yeah, the vet. I said, I didn't want. I said,
So-
I said,
That's
I think that's the wrong one. I ain't sure. I don't think it's that type.
Yeah,
of
the registry, we document lineage, bloodline.
Yeah.
Like
but-
it's an ancestry for dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but I just, not everybody knows what papers mean.
I just said it one time. Say it again.
It's an ancestry for dogs.
So for
Okay.
everyone,
That's lineage.
for everyone who will know what is papers,
Yeah.
Sounds like a
what
birth
is the
certificate.
importance of
It
papers.
ain't tracking your medical history. You know.
Yeah.
It's not that.
No,
It's not that.
not
Oh.
and it don't means that. I won't say this on the radio though. It don't means that you have the best dog.
No.
It means that your dog is papered, it's registered, it's recognized, and you have your proof that this is where the dog come from. You can see people under the impression that if my dog got papers more than your dog, that means my dog better, and it's be a little petty back and forth. But
Yeah.
now the ABR is here, so everyone can have a fresh start,
Mhm.
have a chance, and then just go from there.
Everyone can get a paper
Correct.
dog.
Yeah.
I have another question I have to ask is, how does the ABR stand up against the other registries that are out there? That's the question. I don't know exactly how you're gonna answer that, but I guess.
We let breeders be breeders.
Oh,
We
okay.
have the hybrid class.
Mhm.
We have the single. We are evolving. We're gonna keep up with the change.
Mhm.
We just introduced the fluffy Frenchie as a separate.
Wow.
Yeah, so
And that'll be
these
hybrid.
other registries are just being stuck.
Registries, to me, I tell everybody, a registry is like a religion.
Mhm.
It's what you want to believe until you want to support.
Right.
We're not here to force you to support us. Like everybody said, it's just a piece of paper. $20. I'm not forcing you to pay $20 to support us.
Right.
You know, we're here for you guys.
Right.
You know, a lot of people don't have a lineage on their dogs.
Right.
A lot of people would want to know, what is that? So we have to explain to these people
Mhm.
where it comes, what it's about, how long has it been here. So we explain to them.
Okay.
A lot of people don't. A lot of registries, they just want your money. Come on, oh yeah, give me a online pedigree, print it out.
The made up graphic ones.
Made up ones. Those are made up. Anybody can
Yeah.
say my dog's that for me. I send it in, they're gonna give you paperwork. Not us. We verify from the owner to where the
Yeah.
registration is just. But like I always tell everybody, you know what? These registries, it's like a religion.
Right.
It's who you want to support, who you want to believe.
Mhm.
You know, we are here, like I tell you, we're here for everybody.
Mhm.
I'm not here to sit here and lie. I don't want your lies in my data entry, in my
Right,
data set,
right.
because you know what I'll do is contaminate my data.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are like, oh, it makes a lot of sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
I-
Really and truly, it does.
I have a question that came to me regarding Draco registry. So Draco mother is an exotic, and his father is an 100% American bully. So 50-50, mommy and daddy side. Was I wrong for allowing him to be registered as an American bully, or what should he be classed as?
Hybrid.
So he should be classed a hybrid.
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
Well, that means my dog Apollo is a hybrid because Ox was a pocket and his mommy was a standard, right?
No.
No,
No.
exotic is not the same as an American bully.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. Well, I know that. I just was saying.
No, he would still be an American bully, just different classes.
Oh,
Different
oh, he's a
looks.
different. All right,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
All right, then.
American bully and the classes are all.
There's
the
different
same.
looks
Oh,
for
okay,
the American
yeah.
Bully.
Oh, a lot of different
Yeah.
looks because you also have the bulldog look, and then you have one stuff the more the straight terrier face look.
Well, we have the exotic look and under the American Bully, only because we can't fix the past of what's already been done.
Oh, okay.
So we had to add those looks under the American Bully, but moving forward, we're trying to encourage, if you do mix,
Mhm.
put it under hybrid. Like
Mhm.
exotics, yeah, they're most likely with English Bulldog and stuff,
Right.
but it's on paperwork, it doesn't show that.
Right.
My
Yeah,
dog-
yeah, Yes,
So
yes,
they
I just
kind of
noticed.
grandfathered into
Uh-huh.
American Bully,
That's
And it would
because
be
we
like
can't fix the
all the
past.
way down.
Yeah,
But don't get me wrong, it will be changed.
yeah.
Right.
From here on,
We're gonna
15,
start
20 years from now,
being
guess what?
separated.
Every class, they're gonna look like brothers and sisters. Every hybrid, every American, they're all gonna look alike.
Mhm.
That's what we're here to do.
Okay.
We're trying to sit here and try to not monopolize and follow everybody what they're doing. No, we're trying to do it our own way.
Okay.
And we're getting a lot of respect all over the
Yeah.
world for that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm talking about all over the
All
world.
over
I
the
was
world.
telling them that I traveled the whole world already doing this.
Right.
And it's amazing.
Yeah,
You know, the
that's-
support we're getting is amazing. So you can go buy a dog in Thailand. You can go and buy a dog in
An
ABR,
ABR,
dog in
and-
India.
Yeah.
They can come and buy a dog from the Bahamas ABR.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and,
They're all
and,
ABR.
yeah, the value's there. There
Yeah.
are people selling dogs ABR, $50,000, $60,000, $80,000, $100,000 dogs.
Wow.
You know?
And they only have ABR.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And I I just try. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use you, Angela, as an example. here.
Okay.
Smokey.
Okay.
It's just an
Smokey
example.
Robinson, yeah.
This is not. This is off the wrap for everyone who knows Angela. Just an example. Let's just say Smokey is ABKC and ABR registered,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
In ABKC, he's registered as an American bully. In ABR, he registers as an exotic. What that means?
I mean, I really, so I can't answer for ABKC. I just see dogs registered with ABKC and they're Merle, because Smokey Robinson is a Merle
Uh huh.
and he's a hybrid.
Uh huh.
But ABKC, they say blotch
Mhm.
American bully.
I do mean those.
And it's the first generation blotch. There's no blotch throughout any history in the lineage.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, a dog comes out, blotch, Merle, same,
Mhm.
same meaning, same thing.
Mhm.
But
It's not even a color.
it's a trait. It's not a
Mhm.
color. It's
Right.
a trait. And Smokey is an exotic. He's a hybrid.
I see that.
Exotic, hybrid, designer, Brahma bull. It all means the same thing.
Yeah.
Our name is just hybrid. It's mixed.
I say that as an example to say that, just an example,
Okay.
as to show how transparent the ABI is. Let me say it one
Oh,
more time.
yes.
Let me say it one more time.
Yeah. Okay.
You have an exotic that is ABKC registered,
Yeah. He's American. Yeah.
and you have an exotic that is registered as ABI. Sorry, the exotic is registered and the ABKC as an American bully, and then in the ABI he's an exotic.
Yes. Yeah.
He's honest with the ABR. He's an
Yes.
exotic.
You
Right.
can see
But he
his.
registered
You
on
can see
AB.
his true parents on
You
our
can
AB,
see it.
on
You
our
can s-
ABR paperwork.
You could see the bulldog representation in
Yes.
the face, but
Right.
because he caught the registry in a certain time frame,
He was able to get it.
he was able to get it in.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm trying to say. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yes, papers are important, but if we keep focusing on the negative part that I really can't understand because we be making it so difficult.
Yeah.
Like oh my God, there's a big crime to X, Y, and Z. Every registry have some history of effing up.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm
Yes,
saying? So
exactly.
let's stop being so small-minded,
Well,
believing
if
that
you-
we can't do better.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Well,
saying?
the thing about it is you can't go in everybody's backyard and see every breeding. You can't DNA all these dogs for $20
You
a paper.
preaching
Yeah.
because
You can't do it. So
they
you
be
have
swearing.
to, you sign on the dotted line that what you are saying is true and correct. If your dog, you're saying your dog is this, but it's something else,
Mhm.
that's up to you to explain to your customers, not for us.
Right.
It does, it doesn't come, it's not our job.
No.
It's your job to tell the
Because
truth.
naturally is
So
less-
you
this
want
is
your
their- the
paperwork
breeder's
to say
integrity.
something
So-
else?
so-
You want your paper to say pit bull terrier on UKC paperwork, but your dog's really exotic? That's up to you to explain to your
Right,
customers.
right. And then
Exactly.
again, the customers should know what they buy in.
Yes,
Because at some point you should research your dog, what you're going to purchase. You know?
you can't do it for $20 a paper, go in DNA every single day.
Listen. I mean, it's just
It's a
just,
breeder's responsibility.
It's just a lot because see, I told Jaden that when we do this show, I want to be able to answer with facts, and that's why every time someone comes with some controversy, I answer with facts.
Right.
And the majority of the shows that we had here prior, 80 to 90% of the dogs was also first generation registered, and the seasoned breeders, they ain't even respected. That means you don't know the history of your dog. So us having this ABR, what makes us so different? Why we don't deserve a chance?
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying
Exactly.
too? Because the other dog, it isn't like when they came in the ring, they come in with all this paperwork. No.
No.
They waited 2.5 years on their papers, and they still was first generation. And now the ABKC throws off the map because they don't even accept first generation no more. So how are they beneficial
Yeah, that
to the
was-
Bahamas? Why can't we just have open arms that we have a registry that is now allowing this? We should be jumping for joy
Right.
to try and get and be disciplined so we can stay with this registry and do what we have to do moving forward.
Right.
You understand? Like we in the Bahamas here, we are 90% maybe 95% of the bull breeds that you guys have witnessed were locally produced.
Right.
They know their lineage, but they don't have no registry to go home to. And the ABKC paper dogs, they're not in abundance. And I can guarantee you, not all of them have that bullier feature than the guys who are putting their programming together back in back. I'm telling you.
Right.
I'm telling you, because the ones with the big papers, they don't even sell. After 6-7 months, them out long and they look a certain way. I'm not trying to follow me. I'm not trying to pick. I'm just trying to show you guys that you have some people that breed in backyard dogs that still are credible, that producing nice dogs. So why they don't deserve a chance to have a registry, and they putting in more work than the people with them paper dogs.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. You have some people who just don't have the knowledge on a registry and how to register a litter and where to go from it. That don't mean they should sell all their dogs and just forget their whole program. You know, some people I've witnessed in the last 10 years. I remember when I used to eat them, for example, good friends of mine, when they was adding the bulldog to certain dogs, and they didn't hide it, bro.
EDM.
They didn't hide
They
it.
let
I'm
them
talking back then, bro, when everyone was on that pit bull run, before the American bull was really, really vast. They didn't hide it. Everyone was bashing them. Now they have consistent faces. We know an EBM dog from we look at it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why they don't deserve a registry to have a paper, and they know more generations than flipping us?
Yeah.
I mean, they know that I don't even breed with them, and I know their dog. I remember from Wild Lord coming straight. I remember their dog's name over 10 generations that I witnessed. Them guys be breeding, bro, and their dogs have a look. If we had the ABR from 014, but they would have been grand champions by now in comparing to their documentation.
And all filled in.
I'm telling you, bro.
So y'all hearing it first, to my viewers and listeners, hey, ABR is where we need to be.
Yes.
And this is a good thing.
I know.
Thank you.
It's a very
We
good
can
thing.
mention about, because you know everyone.
I got
Thank you,
Okay,
bro.
just want the ABR members to answer this question, because there's a lot of people saying that, oh, the ABR is a free show because they allow dogs with East West, but that is not true. The dog, they actually recognize dog as straight feet, all that is a part of being judged and what's
Right.
not. So you know, people that are word exotic, and some of the exotic dog, and they see, oh, just East Westy, underbite, saddleback.
I can
all
say
that.
something before them,
Yeah.
right before them. Okay, no problem. No. I'm telling you, it's time we do it.
Get him.
Now, Angela, Mario,
Alberto?
Alberto, they're innocent. They cannot tell us what we put in the ring. They don't do our breedings for us. So if what we put in the ring, Mr. Corey, if that's what we have to offer, they have to judge it. Just like what the ABKC did.
Yep.
Actually, they don't give us dogs. So we say we having a bully show, and this the bullies that we have to offer. Maybe it's time that we go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Maybe that what we have isn't doing it.
Right.
That's just what it is. The judges do not control what goes in the ring.
No.
If you have the best, bring it out. If not, be quiet.
Right?
You need balls to go in the ring, you know.
Yeah.
But you need balls when the judge pass you and give the ribbon to someone else.
I
Big
know.
balls.
And I tell Jaden they lucky ain't in that ring. But they lucky bad. See, it have to, because they saying now, and I invited them here, and that's why I called you, Corey, this morning, because I want them to clarify it, add some knowledge to it, and I also want to hit some controversies right now before it ends, because this show is too awesome to allow small talk to happen. So let's get with the facts.
Right.
Number one, the fact is this is the registry for us. They accept it, what no other registry is doing. Number two, they can't control the trash that came in the ring.
No.
No, they only can judge what they can do. Right. Number three, if you have a better representation of the breed, you bring it out.
Exactly. Don't
Num-
stand behind. whatever-
Number four, I commend everyone would carry their garbage in the ring, because one time ago I had garbage too.
Yeah. Yeah. stop.
Everyone had garbage.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? We all come from that pit bull area, them small bones, them long mouth. We come from that area. Now that we have the fattest dog, the biggest head, we think, no, it have to stop, Corey, because everyone deserves that fair chance.
Right.
See, we always bash, and then we think that, oh, we being motivational. No. No, you know how much young people came and say, Cliff, I just look up to you. I like, bro, I ain't nothing to look up to. They just like, you just keep doing it. It's because when we go, that's the one who coming up. Remember now, me and Jaden was just 12 the other day, you know.
Yeah.
Now we just put on the biggest show in the Bahamas.
Right.
So we don't know what's coming up to happen. And breeding now is a fair bit more easier because we have people like you guys and like me who could guide the young people. Because back in the days, they go starting Mastiff. Secretly, and we be saying, but your boy dog was always big. No. Come on.
Need more mentors.
We go from 19-inch head to 26 and we don't believe he doesn't get double in there. From a 6-inch bone to 8-inch forearms and doesn't get double in there. We be seeing it, we see signs. When we see bullies come with little bunny ears, when we see two straight tails come with a little corkscrew tail, some go and raise his edge and them dogs just throwing them stuff back then too.
Really?
Yes.
That's why it's come back sometimes.
That's why it's come back.
Sometimes it
And
comes
then
back.
they hid it. They hid those dogs in the backyard. They didn't
Right.
show them until they clean it up after generations. Then they'll show it.
We have to stop swearing
Yeah.
foreign breeders and look and realize where we are right now.
Exactly.
We have to stop swearing because we compare the top dogs in the States. We're not dime in a dozen. We have millions of people in the States breeding every heat to try and make the next best thing. They breeding way more than us.
Right.
We barely could catch a female on the proper day to breed. You understand what I'm saying, Corey? So who is us to be comparing our production? The States is bigger than Nassau, so I'm sure they get more garbage than us.
I got it.
Yeah.
We just ain't seen it.
We just ain't seen it, Corey.
We just ain't seen it.
Culling puppies is real, though.
I know.
You know, so whoever want to be like negative and saying it was garbage in the ring, no. We have to ask ourselves this: who produced that? And let's get back down to the drawing board and let's do what we have to do.
Yeah.
But they had the guts. They went in the ring.
Yeah, it does,
And
exactly.
we appreciate them, and we're gonna judge every single dog that enters.
Yeah, and another thing is too is like we in the
Oh, you
Bahamas,
guys,
we
yes.
always want like the best. Like the humans, we won't wear Jordans. We won't wear.
Follow fashion.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So but we have to realize ABKC was here first, and it's
Yeah.
like hard. Like how you said with basketball, it's like right now everybody go up in that Michael Jordan area. We saw something better than Michael Jordan.
like
example,
Michael
LeBron
Jordan,
James.
yeah.
And we can't accept that.
Kobe.
Okay.
Okay,
New
you know,
era.
I mean,
New
it's
era.
new time.
Yes,
Tell me
yes.
if I lie now. Carburetor was in here first before fuel injected.
Yeah, it was here first. It was here first.
Okay, and if, for those who so
No, but I'm just saying that's the reason why it's so hard to make that turn
Yes,
telling you.
to,
and that's
to
okay.
see that hey, there's a registry now that can accommodate the dogs that we breeding. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's all it is. Miseducation, and then more than likely you have the people from who already got their ABKC papers. They can look down because it's something new.
And
You
their dogs
understand?
can be dual registered. They could be ABR and
Yeah, you could, yeah.
ABKC. The registries don't share data. We don't know who's registered with who
Right.
or what.
Right. All right, Jay.
Like I was gonna say, it's kind of like a good example. It's like you have to get adjusted to the new norm. You know, back in the day, people had a whole thing against gay people or what's not. Now you have to work amongst them and get along. It's the same thing like with the American Bully and Exotic. We realized that the ABKC no longer is gonna benefit the Bahamas.
Right.
They stopped first generation registry with a lot of people in unpapered dogs or backyard breeding. The ABR has given us an opportunity
The registry
to
dogs.
register your dog and also allow people with exotics and other dogs also register your dog. Because you know it's going to be the backlash. Oh, you guys have unpapered dogs doing backyard breeding. Now that these backyard breeders have papers now and they're also producing a consistent look compared to the people that has paperwork. Everyone can be on the same level. I don't know if you don't want the backyard breeder to be on the same level as you.
That's
but,
what it is.
you know
That's
what I
what
mean?
it is.
They're being honest. You guys talk about breed integrity.
Yeah.
This is the opportunity for them out there to show their integrity
Exactly.
by have paperwork, showing proof and documentation that hey,
And it's
this is
truthful.
what's in my dog. This is it here. Let's do it in the ring.
Yeah.
Let's sue dogs whenever that's all.
Exactly.
You got the paperwork. You have all the form and all this documentation showing that this is your pedigree. So you should have a head start or produce a better dog to me.
All right. Right.
They're scared of the competition.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
That's what it
Yeah,
is. They're
that's
scared
what
of
it
the
is.
competition.
Because
That's what it is.
honestly, I honestly feel that with the ABR, what are you gonna do? You can't just deny people. People like their style. You can't get mad at someone for liking a style. Someone like it.
Yeah.
For example, you might like a fat girl. Someone might like a skinny
Yes,
girl.
yeah,
It's all
yeah.
taste and what you like. You
Yeah.
cannot beat a man down for liking something that you don't
Yeah,
like.
you find
You
attractive.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My whole thing is. Just in life, you just need to focus on you and worry about what you're doing.
Exactly.
And let's go with the program.
Yeah,
If
everybody's
you-
taste
now
is
watch
different.
this. A lot of people just in life. You ever when you run a track, realize when you look back, you're actually slowing down. So if you keep looking back behind you,
You won't
you're
go
gonna
nowhere.
realize the person that was behind you is now in front of you.
Yes, sir.
Because you're too busy worrying about them when you can
Right.
just focus on you.
Yeah.
Right.
Stop worrying about the next man and worry about yourself.
Right.
Worry about it, bettering yourself and improving yourself instead of worrying about what Peter and John doing. Worry about you yourself is doing.
Right.
Look at the man in the mirror and focus on the man in the mirror.
Right.
Right.
You guys
Just said it
gotta
better.
go on YouTube and check out the ABR shows and then look up, see who has more views on the ABKC shows or ABR shows.
Right.
You guys will get an idea of
Yeah, ABR
who's
shows
taking
on
over
YouTube.
in the United States.
Yeah.
We got ABR shows minimum 2,000 people. You go to an ABR show, I mean ABKC show, you got 100 people.
Mhm.
Wow.
Where's it going? You know, but you still, like I tell everybody, the registry is like a religion. It's who you want to believe and who you're riding with.
Right.
That's
And then
true.
once again, we had a lot of people who was against ABR. What happened to the show? A lot of them got dual registry, and they did it
Yeah.
secretly. A lot of people don't want to admit, hey,
Yes.
I actually did. Hey, it's okay. It's fine that
Yes.
you want to be a part of ABR. If you see something positive,
Mhm.
join. You see what I'm
Yes.
saying? We're trying to uplift the Bahamas. We're even trying to see if we can get the band for the whole bullies and everything, so everyone can see, hey, these dogs are actually well behaved and they know how to behave amongst people.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
Definitely.
We'll be back.
There was over-
I want you to
it was-
let them know my show.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually over because it was 500 ticket bands that we had. It was actually over about. It was over 500 people that came to the show because we actually had to go and give out stamps
Right.
for the people that came afterwards when all the bands ran out.
Right.
It was actually over about 500 people plus and about over 100 plus dogs. There wasn't nobody that had got bitten. No dog fight,
No
none of
fights,
that. And
right.
that's just to show how the bully breed is supposed to be and how we can uplift this band. And
So watch this. Imagine after saying all those statistics that you just mentioned just now,
Right.
and now adding that they're now willing to provide a registry for the Bahamas. Imagine putting that as a proposal. How could you be denied?
yeah, and
You
then-
understand what I'm saying? Everything was done the right way. You have
Yeah.
there was a trained, secured environment with professionals.
Right.
We have the people and security that was in place, and now we have a registry that we can properly organize these breeds.
And all dogs with their license.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I
all
mean,
dogs with their license.
like, see, Angela and them used to having good shows.
Right. Yeah. This is.
You understand, like,
this is like a
This
big.
this
It's a milestone.
This a compliment for them, but
Yeah.
for us, they don't understand that they are silver lining right now in the cloud. Like
Yeah.
that's what we was looking for, you know. And I just would like to stress the more positive side of it. To say that because you have people that don't say much, who just listen and then make decisions based on who win the argument the most, and then out of fear and pride, they don't determine. Listen, if you have an ABKC dog and you want to stay there, then you do that.
Mhm.
But in the majority, ABR is going to reach way more than the ABKC has ever
Right.
reached here in the Bahamas.
Mhm.
You understand? So, yeah.
And in the States.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then also I want to go back as far as with judging, as far as with the show ring, because we didn't touch on it earlier.
Right.
Like it's a requirement when you bring a dog into the show ring that you have a show lead. You know, no harnesses,
Yeah.
no choker collars, or no regular collars with spikes and things of that nature. Have a show lead when you come to a show in order to show your dog in the ring. I know
Okay.
a lot of people were unaware of that, so we overlooked some things. You know, it's the first time,
Right,
and we
right.
didn't want anyone feeling left out.
Right.
Man, we didn't know. Why didn't you say anything? So we excused it. However, going forward, you know, just
In the
make
States, they
Yeah,
know.
yeah, they know.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
thing is that, and that's the next important thing that see what I'd use me as an example, because I could take the chafing. When I first went in the ring, they laughed because I was one of those with the same thing that you said, a call and this and that. Now I get a collection of show leads because I know the importance of it. I know that's the most powerful tool. Like I get certain show leads that keeps the head a certain way and how to project it. I know certain ways how, you know, in the ring when you handle dogs, your dog's sweet spot, that sweet spot. And the thing is this, that's the importance of show curry. You understand? I met you and Herbert in regards to my training, was at a training club one time ago too. So the thing is this, shows not only provide exposure, it encourage proper pet ownership. Because when judges coming from the States, they want to see your dog mingy, they want to see your dog well taken care of. That's number one. Number two, you can learn to spend time with your dog. You can socialize and expose your dog. Because a timid dog your dog has to display harmony. That's where I
Confidence.
always win. That's why I always win, because the judges look at the relationship, that gate, that stride with you and your dog. I'm telling you, when you getting ready to come to that turn, hey, let's go, baby. Yes, good boy. And we go, because they love that.
Yeah.
They feed off that, you know.
Yeah.
They don't understand verbal praise. And I wait more than treats, buddy. Trust me. So that's why I'm saying, so with having shows consistently, not just peace, consistently is going to encourage better breedings, because everyone will be to the top. It's going to encourage training your dog. You understand what I'm saying? And there's plenty trainers. Me, Ryan, William, Devin, Stubbsdale. It's Stubbs. It's so much different. So it's going to encourage the culture to don't come half stepping.
Right.
They can know you don't bring a boat chain to your dog in the ring.
Right.
Because they're going to know that. So when it's time, once you have the show consistently, it's going to provide education above it all
High quality.
for everyone.
Right.
You understand? They can learn now, because I tried my best to give everyone a tip at the show. I said, listen to me. When you go to the show, break your dog, put him back in the cage. Break your dog, put him back in the cage. Walking around, making your dog fatigue, taking pictures and meeting people, this, that. You can have the friendliest of dog, and he will snap at the judge because he ain't in the mood.
Yeah,
When it's showtime, your dog don't come out.
Yeah.
When it's showtime, you know pictures.
Yeah.
When it's showtime, you cover your dog with his cooler park inside, and you wait till your name called. They lucky I couldn't enter that show. That's the criteria.
Yes.
You understand? And I'm talking to them because I can. I talk to them because I've won 4 classes in one day at the age of 19 years old.
All right.
I can talk to them because I had clients that won their class after I told them I could make sure they win their class. Me, I'm fighting with facts.
Okay.
You understand? I don't know no other breeder here in the Bahamas. Let me say it one more time. No other breeder in the Bahamas at my age that have done what I've done in the show ring. So when I give that advice, everyone has been like, oh, you're being cocky. No, I'm looking out for you. Keep your dog put up. Let him catch a break. They don't want to bother him until after the show. So when he come in the show ring, he's excited, he's happy, his tail is wagging, he ain't fatigued, he isn't tired.
You have the energy.
The judges look at all of that. You can tell exhaustion from the body weight to the gait to the eyes to the tongue. Dog people know that. Let me talk to you. I get over 50 in dogs, Corey. See, you have to know this. This is a lifestyle. And having shows and having these type talk shows and people like Corey is going to provide the education for the young. See, I'm looking for the young people who ain't contaminated yet,
Right.
who want to learn something.
Yeah.
Because I was once that person who never was given a chance. So now they have that information on what to do, how to go about it, and they have a registry where they can now start their program.
Yes, sir.
I have a question for you, Mr.
Oh Lord, Sanders.
I just want to know, I've been listening to the show, right? The ABR. Does the ABR recognize like Malinois and Shepherds?
Somebody there. The boss just tell me he's gonna start doing that, and I just tell him, I promise him I can bring in 50 dogs the first day.
Let me tell you why I asked that. Because I have a shepherd, right, named George, 1st generation shepherd, no papers. He won the show at the ABKC. We didn't win overall dog because the dog had 1 testicle, right? My question was, why would they judge a dog if they say he is incomplete?
Okay.
What if he was a female?
No.
How would you know she had 1 ovary?
So with males, okay.
No. I
No,
can
that's a fair question.
The dog win in every category.
I can say this. I can say a small little point.
When they go get the ribbons from under that room?
No, I can say a small. I remember the show George was too.
Right.
I can say a point. I'm gonna let the head judge say it regarding that. See, when you enter a confirmation show, you have to pick the best dog to represent the breed standard. And as a man, you need 2 testicles.
Yes.
So it's a fault.
Yeah.
And that's where people don't even see, and that's why I get so upset when everybody worry about Easty Westy and they female be missing 3 pregnancies and they wonder. See, faults go so deeply. Fault is the shoulders, the hips, the hocks, the tail, the shoulder placement, the eye separation. Faults can be so technical. So when the judge pick certain dogs, they do this to really find the best little dog. 2 of them are not faults, you know, but certain faults you really can't get over, and 1 testicle is a major fault. That's because that can be passed down.
Yeah.
That you can breed one testicle, have a dog with 2 testicles, and then he produce males with just 1 moving forward. That's how serious that 1 testicle is, you know. One testicle can be infertile, and the next one can be stuck up there. You're supposed to take it out from around 8 months and it can develop cancer. That's a serious thing.
Well, the reason why I asked that question is because how do you determine if George was Georgetta, right? And he won in every category. And she had 1 ovaries. How would the judge know?
I understand that, but I don't think you would make it that far in the show. See, when you enter the show ring for your class and your judge assesses your dog,
there was no other shop in the
and that's the thing. So you wouldn't be able to go on to like that overall. That if you want to, you would be able to place. So they might even give you first. They might give you second. They might give you first. But you second, because see, that 1 testicle might be something small to you, but that's a major fault. Is what I'm saying to you. That's a major.
We don't know about ovaries.
Yeah, we can't see it.
We can't see that, but if they can see that 1 nut, that's a major fault. And people don't say these things. Overweight is a fault at all. Like people see in the
But
show
also
ring.
the same thing like a female coming in and her stomach, she's had so many litters and it's hanging to the ground.
Yeah.
If she's not gonna win.
Okay, so my first question is, when are y'all going to add first generation shepherds and mounts? That's the only thing I agree with.
Yeah. We're all breed
Sure.
registry.
All breed.
Soon, all breed registry. Soon. Yes.
Oh wow,
And also to
I didn't
touch
know that.
and this is for new breeders and even old breeders. As far as with Eastie Westie, some of it does come from too much inbreeding and incorrect inbreeding. However, a way to help prevent that, elevate your dog's food when they're puppies. You have to think about it. We as adults, we may sit down when we eat, but we're still taking the fork or the spoon to our mouth.
Right.
You're thinking of a dog that's 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 inches, and he or she having to go all the way down to eat their food.
Okay.
They're having to turn
Pressure.
Eastie Westie
Yes.
to take pressure off of their neck in order to reach their food, in order to reach their bowl, in order to reach the water bottle.
Right.
So if you think about it, if you elevate that and they can stay like this when they're eating, as they continue to grow, their bowl grows with them, then you're not going to have as much as that problem.
Wow.
Elevate your dog too. They sell them on Amazon. You can go to Ross, different pet stores. They have bowls and stuff that, they're 4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, depending on how to. Because think about it. If you got a great Dane, you don't want to have him or her go all the way down to the ground to eat their food. And that's the same thing with puppies. Raise them the right way. Elevate their food, and that can help with their overall posture, their feet. They may not have splayed feet or anything of that nature.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, elevate it. And sometimes people are like, oh man, big dog, every time I feed my dog, he or she throwing up. Elevate the dog food. They have to still digest it. They have the digestive system just like we do.
Right.
So if they're comfortable while they're eating, as they're eating, the food is digested properly. If they're constantly bending down to eat, these dogs.
We can't lay down and eat.
Yeah, exactly. And some dogs, I've seen people, I'll go in to visit people's yards, beautiful dogs, and the dogs pretty much eating off the kennel floor. And then they wonder why their dogs have certain problems.
Like our dogs.
But a lot of it is just miseducation. Elevate your dog food. Most people, when they have their water bottles, even if you have the dog in a crate, the little things that come in the crate to put the food in the water, they have hooks on them.
Yeah.
As your dog or your puppy grows, elevate it. Certain things is just common knowledge, but again, that's why we're here. We want to educate. We want to do everything we can in our power to help the next man or next woman get to where they want to be
And that's
in the
the
bully
ABR.
world and in life. That's why it's ABR, American Bully Registry, and also All Breed Registry, AKA. So we got an alias now.
Okay.
We at ABR 2 ways.
Okay. Well, as y'all can see, the passion here this
Yes.
guy has.
I love it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We love it. We love it.
So
I get in
Great.
heated debates and I'm always
Yes,
talking and I have
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
passion for it. And it's
Clifton
nice
is the
to see
Draymond
us.
Green
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
bully world.
excellent.
That's a great representation. That's your nickname, Draymond Green.
That'll be it for the show today, and we'd like to say thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
And knowledge y'all leaving here with y'all is priceless.
Yes.
I feel very honored.
I look forward to having y'all here again.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
You know what I
definitely.
mean? And another thing, like as Cliff said, there's no, other than send a representative, the man himself,
Yeah.
he here. and you know
The owner.
the man himself,
The owner.
and his top people are here with him.
And top staff.
You know, that says a lot.
I really appreciate all you guys. The support that was out there yesterday, that was unreal. The love from everybody. You guys are, the hospitality was the best, and like I said, we are here to stay. And the support that you guys will get from us will be 100%.
We'll
Whatever
give
you
it
guys
right
need
back.
from us.
Yeah.
But we just want y'all to know, we want to say thank you for coming to the Bahamas. That's number one.
Right.
Number two is for persons like me who really don't breed dogs, but I work dogs. My dogs are working dogs. Just sitting and listening today, raising the bulls, because my dog did off the floor. Really and truly, in a bowl on the floor. So that's something, Corey, you have to learn, you know, Corey's take care of the dogs.
Yes, sir.
But one of the things I want to say to you is, this is really the only dog talk show here in the country.
Yep.
Right.
And Corey started this. This is his baby.
Yes.
And so, you know, in the near future, we'd like, you know, to network with you guys. So I just put up you all on 931,000 viewers, 19,000 viewers. You're doing big things. So we want that transcend to the Bahamas. And
We're glad to have you guys join the family.
yes.
Yes.
And
The people here are so friendly. They're so amazing.
Right.
That's just us.
And then the Cliff, Cliff is a resident of
Let's
Let's
Talk
Talk Dogs.
Yeah.
And like this is the first time I'm meeting Jaden, but we want to say thank you for you all bringing these type of quality people here to talk about dogs. And I learned a lot today. So thank you
It's
again.
good.
You are very welcome.
Actually, Cliff, I was still sleeping when I got the call from Cliff. And then Jaden called. I was like, yeah, Cliff. And then Jaden called me. And I was like, what, these guys must be really want for this interview.
Yes, sir.
So I jump up and I started, I called, hey, the studio ready? He said, yeah, we're getting it ready. He actually was doing a show earlier. He canceled his show. So they done said, we having the judges from the ABR, Cliff coming over. And he said, Cliff, I can call you back. I actually fell asleep. Fell back asleep. Then I said, you know what? I have to call. I just remember. Because I think Jane wake me up
Yeah,
again.
good, yeah.
I say, hey, I got to call. And then I say, made a call again. So
Very good stuff.
we appreciate you all coming. We appreciate you all sitting down and talking to us. Cliff, Jaden, we appreciate you all bringing these great guys here. And we looking to work with you all
Network.
in the future.
Yep.
Definitely.
One more thing I want to
definitely.
say.
Okay, well,
Next ABR show will be held either October or November this year.
Dogging up on
Well, we all here
don't
from
waste no
Let's Talk
time.
Dog.
We're not gonna waste no time.
No.
All right then. Again, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Sorry, thanks for having us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you all.
Yeah, we clear the air now.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
This is for you guys.
Appreciate
I
you.
normally have treats and stuff here, but this is short notice. This is the best I could do.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no,
Thank
you're
you, thank you,
good.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I see you're a gospel man. Okay, love it.
Sunday.
Sunday,
We're an adult contemporary station, but you know, we have to reverence God.
I come from a singing family. My whole
Yeah,
family
yeah,
sing.
yeah. So,
My mother has a gospel CD and everything.
yeah, we reference God every day.
Oh yeah.
We
My
got
whole family
we got to
sing,
give them
yeah.
our
I was singing on the radio.
Ah.
Oh yeah, I love it, man. Love it. That's my first love before they was dogs, me and the choir.
Hey, we
Yeah.
did that. You guys did great.
Yeah,
Cliff,
we did.
Hey,
you're
buddy.
the man, brother. You're the man.
Yes.
Very knowledgeable.
I just try hold it back.